The match ended before he even needed to try. Another streamer down, this one louder than skilled, all bravado and bad predictions. Kenma watched him fumble a final combo, then clicked once, twice, and ended it with a precision shot that looked effortless because it was. GG, he said into the mic, voice flat, then logged out without waiting for the fanfare. Chat exploded anyway. Kenma plz skull skull skull. He does not care and it's terrifying. How is he this calm? I'd be screaming. Kenma marry me, gender neutral. Kenma muted the stream overlay and leaned back in his chair. The familiar click of his joints reminded him he hadn't moved in hours. Somewhere in the corner, the cat stirred. 32,000 viewers, he murmured, more to himself than anyone else. A soft ping from his dashboard confirmed it. He closed everything. Silence wrapped around him like an old blanket, thin and a little worn out, but still warm enough to tolerate. His apartment was exactly the way he liked it, minimal, expensive, and mostly monochrome. A matte black gaming desk with RGB lights turned low. A couch he barely used. A dining table that only held charging cables and unopened PR packages. The cat, a fat, indifferent tabby named Nakoma, because Kenma lacked creativity when naming things, sat perched on the back of the couch, watching him with half-lidded judgment. He poured himself a glass of water and grabbed a protein bar from the kitchen cabinet. Sat down. Didn't eat it. Opened his laptop instead. Stocks first. Everything green. He adjusted a few positions, moved funds out of a tanking coin, and approved a pitch deck for an esports gear bundle under Bouncing Ball Company. It was autopilot now. His brain processed it like muscle memory. Money was easy. Streaming was tolerable. Human interaction, debatable. A message popped up on Slack. Mina Ops. Hey boss, flagging this one. Media proposal from a group called Pinnacle, not your usual spam. They want to collab on a crossover content series, esports plus pro athletes, big budget, decent format. Want me to decline or forward? Kenma sighed through his nose. He clicked open Pinnacle's name on a second tab. A sleek black and white website. Promo images. Bright branding. Bold font. Clean UX. He recognized the agency now. They'd started making viral sports content a year ago, docuseries, vertical clips, pro athlete interviews with cinematic editing and just enough humor to stay palatable. He'd seen their work on YouTube while half watching streams at 2 a.m. Too polished. Probably annoying. He hesitated. Then typed back. Forward. The PDF pitch deck was slick, big graphics, precise formatting, no Comic Sans. Kenma gave it a 7 out of 10 for visual clarity, which was high praise considering most people had the design sense of a potato. He skimmed the concept. A short-form web series exploring the overlap between competitive physical sports and esports. Featuring conversations, game challenges, behind-the-scenes segments, and cross-promotional clips for streaming audiences and athlete fanbases alike. Kenma blinked. It was, actually kind of smart. He kept scrolling. Pinnacle would handle production. Bouncing Ball Company would provide the esports and gaming framework. They wanted Kenma to star in the pilot episode alongside a pro athlete, someone with presence. It was ridiculous. And yet, not as ridiculous as he expected. He was just about to close the tab when his eyes landed on the credits page. Founder and CEO, Kuro. He froze. Kenma didn't know that name. Not really. But the way it looked on the screen made something shift inside him, not recognition, not déjà vu. Just a strange flicker. Like the static that interrupts an otherwise perfect stream. Kuro. The photo showed a tall man in a blazer, smiling at the camera like it owed him something. Sharp jawline, wild black hair. Confident. Annoyingly so. Kenma didn't usually react to faces. This one, he hated how interesting it looked. He clicked back to the original message and typed, "Schedule a meeting," then muted his notifications and shut the laptop. The next morning, the cat stepped on his face at 6:34 a.m. and he briefly considered quitting life entirely. He rolled out of bed, fed the cat, made coffee, and spent 20 minutes staring at the steaming mug like it might whisper answers to him. It didn't. Instead, he scrolled Twitter. A volleyball clip came up, Hinata, of course. A clean spike from a recent match. The crowd losing their minds. Kenma watched it twice, then liked the tweet. Hinata replied immediately with, "Knew you were watching, cool, fire fire fire." BTW, come to Tokyo next month or I'll show up at your place and tackle you on stream lol. Kenma sent back one emoji, ZZZ. No further response. It was enough. Work meetings trickled in, legal, finance, marketing. He let his COO handle most of it. Kenma was better with code than conversation. At 3 p.m., Mina reminded him, Pinnacle call tomorrow. 11 o'clock. Confirmed. CEO himself joining. Kenma squinted at the name again. Kuru. He didn't like the way it echoed in his head. He definitely didn't like that he was thinking about it long after he closed his screen.